Oh, don't be that DPS that doesn't click. Somebody's gonna be that DPS that doesn't click, of course.
Do you seek my counsel?
All will fall in the name of Hellscream!
This DK can do this dungeon himself. That's crazy.
Watch your feet.
Good morning.
Zhao Sunseeker has come to life before us. According to the legend, long ago there were 5 suns that burned brightly in the sky. When the winds blew, their intense heat caused great wildfires. Crops wilted, villages burned, and families wandered endlessly to seek
5,
refuge from the
4,
flames.
3, 2, 1.
Can allow this no longer. You should have
Fires!
trained.
They are burning the library. Please, heroes, purge this evil before the temple crumbles to ash.
Dulled my senses. Mirages, all of you.
Zhao has become corrupted too. Please, fight him with dignity. It is to see his story tainted by the Shah. I am relieved to see justice served to his men. My thanks, heroes. You have given peace to this sacred temple. Now, off with you. I require meditation before I begin the restoration ritual.
Hey, good morning, guy. How are you?
Your forces are weak. The heart of the great serpent will not fall into your hands. Jade serpent, grant me strength.
Double meteor. That's cool.
The jade serpent
Rally the
must be reborn.
forces!
Nice. I'm doing well, man. Thank you. Just cut a couple of tier pieces I need to upgrade from raid last week, so figured I'd go ahead and run some celestials and get that out of the way. I did turn it down a little bit. Let me bring it up a little. See if that works a little better. Of course, the dungeon queue will pop, and that thing's like blow your ear out. It's like that add-on you fixed for me yesterday. I swear the dungeon queue pops. Override all sound settings. It's always at 1 DPS. Probably been sitting in the queue forever, and now he's walked away when it comes time for his queue to pop, and he's gonna miss it. Oh, I hate this dungeon.
You wish to face off against a real orc war chief. So be it.
It's just the whole timed event there when you get out on that patio. Not really sure what this dude's doing. That was a terrible pull. Terrible pull. Not really sure what that dude was thinking there. I'm gonna say that. Yeah, but he just ran through and didn't aggro stuff. Then he had stuff spread out all over the place. I said I'm not really sure the thought process there, and the priest said assuming there was thought. Come on, bro, just pull, just do moderate pulls and we'll get this thing done. I don't want your... It's a dungeon. I don't need to be sitting and eating food, right? It's a dungeon. I'm guessing he's fairly new at tanking dungeons and he wants to be one of those dungeon runners, right? Just hasn't quite got the hang of it yet. That Weakor is a bit loud.
Then my strength and skill will be clear to all.
Yeah, for sure. If he knows what he's doing, he can run and gun all he wants. You just got to grab him as you go. You can't just run past him and do nothing. These guys are not they're not interrupting the Arc Weavers. Yeah, a lot of times I'll get that tanks will do a couple small pulls to see how things go.
A lot of you will soon wish you hadn't come this way. Face you in combat, Lataro Gar, for honor and for the Horde!
AOE incoming.
Come on, bro. You got a clansman. Use it. I got you. Come on, man. You guys got to interrupt these Arc Weavers. What are we doing? There we go. Yeah, DPS is rather low for guys, come on, man. Look at that. Two of them died because neither one of them interrupted anything. The rogue of all people. What goes on in these dungeons that it won't let me res? Won't let me res. Oh, I couldn't res because his pet was back there fighting a banner. All the pets love the banners in these celestial dungeons, man. They just run straight to them.
Thanks for the save, but we're still stuck in the middle of the entire Look out there. Too many for us to take head on. I have a crazy idea that just might work, but we'll need your help, heroes. Let's give these Mantid a taste of their own medicine. And Lo, get the sap into position. Let's get this party started, shall we? We've got your sap. Come and get it.
Fools! Attacking the might of the Manted head-on? Your deaths will be swift. Swarmers attack! Tear the flesh from their bones.
Swarmers are coming up the ramp. Use the sap to slow them down.
Oh, I gotta put that on my...
On the platform! Send in the Amber Wing.
The Amber Wing is flying in. Watch out.
So you're getting a computer set up for your dad? Is that what you're doing?
Demolisers, get in there. Leave nothing but a pile of ash.
Demolishers are carrying explosives. Any direct hit will blow them up.
They are holding us off. Bring in the air support. Warriors, trample these weaklings. Crush them.
Warrior coming in. Focus your fire.
They are holding us off. Bring in the air support.
Us old guys' resistance to change, you know.
Everything.
We'll stay with the Windows version if it's working
Making us look like fools.
forever.
Those who fail deserve to die. You have merely killed the weak. I must finish this myself then. So be it.
How is that Amber Wing not dead yet? What are you guys doing?
You should have trained hard.
Holy crap. Never seen the Amber Wing still alive to the end of the fight. Yeah, there absolutely will be. That's okay, it's what we do, right?
Go look after our friends down below.
Good morning, good morning.
Ah, this gate is locked.
Wow, have I been in this
I have
dungeon
something
almost
I
a
can
half
open
an
it.
hour? That's crazy for MoP Classic dungeons.
Let me see here. 30-second fuse. Whoops. Did I say 30? I meant 3. Go. Hurry. You must stop the siege.
Bro, what are you stopping for? Let's go. Wow.
That temple will fall.
Yeah, that's how you gotta look at it, man, for sure.
My forces.
The beautiful new STO3 Shockwave.
Mine have been both been gone for a while now. World's definitely different after your parents are gone. Ah, look at me not paying attention.
Special coming. Attack shield.
Or die.
Come on, guys, let's kill this dude. What are you guys doing?
Attack shield. Special coming.
So I was thinking about the discussion we were having yesterday about Classic Plus, and I found this thing called the Classic Plus Project, where they've been doing surveys, like Classic Plus style kind of generic game as well surveys. They've surveyed over 300,000 people, and some of the results are kind of interesting as far as what people would and wouldn't want to see in a Classic Plus environment.
You may have come this far. You may have carved a path through my army, but I will kill you, and I will build a bridge.
Yeah, they did. It's a ton of questions. I was interested. They have
Phase
one
change.
about Group Finder and how the player base would feel about Group Finder being implemented into the game. And it was kind of like a, I guess, a multiple answer, different levels of. I think I'm gonna misquote him, but I think one was yes, if you could just use it as a tool to put groups together, but you had to go to the dungeon. Two was yes, it would automatically put the groups together, but you still had to walk to the dungeon. And then the last one was implement it as it's implemented
Target you.
in retail. And literally 0% said use it like it's used in retail. But I want to say something like 70% said they see it'd be okay to use as a tool to put groups together, but you still got to walk to the dungeon. Let me look at it. Yeah, the question was, should Dungeon Finder be implemented? If so, teleports you to dungeon or only groups you and travel is up to you. 56% said yes, but only as an in-game UI to assist with forming groups. 22% said yes, automatic forming, but I still have to travel to the instance. 10% said no, they don't want it at all. 9%, almost 10% said yes and teleport in and out from anywhere. 0% do it like it's done in retail. Yeah, same with me. I mean, I'm not against whatever. Like, I'm pretty casual about what they put in the game. Again, like I said, I'm not a vanilla purist, but I can see where if they put it in like it's retail, where it teleports you in and out of the game, then it's just going to be the race to the level cap again, all over. Like, people are going to quest until they can queue for dungeons, and then they're just going to sit in town and queue for dungeons and teleport in and out. That's what the game will end up being like it is now, right? Yeah, I think it's an important part of the game for sure. I mean, there's people that would disagree with us on that, but that's okay. There's retail is there for them if that's what they. I mean, as I sit here and pop in and out of dungeons because I don't really have a choice. I mean, I could play on a classic server, but I want a classic plus server. Like, I want the enhanced content, the enhanced graphics, maybe more balanced class spec combinations, all the things that go along with that. Wait, let's see. 8:45. Oh, nice. How was that? And good morning, Bruce. Good morning. Good to see you. Uh, is it early? Is it super early in beta? So wait, so we agree. I'm assuming we agree that Blizzard is going to announce some kind of like Classic Plus thing at BlizzCon, right? If so, how do you think they're going to roll it out? Do you think they're going to be ready to roll it out like quickly, like they did with Seasons of Discovery, or do you think it's going to be kind of like a next year kind of thing? Don't be that DPS doesn't click the button. Yeah, I saw that about the clients being sent to vendors. So yeah, so we're gonna get looks at it for sure at BlizzCon. I'm just curious how far they're gonna put off an actual launch because the player base is so antsy for it at this point. It's crazy.
Do you seek my counsel?
You wish to face off against a real orc warchief.
Oh, did they?
So be it. Blood and thunder!
Uh-oh. That's all. Did we go in here? We went in here. Ah. So that's an indication maybe that they're looking to rush this thing out pretty quick after BlizzCon? You think? $30. You think within 30 days of announcing it, they're going to launch the game? What are they doing? Closed beta?
No rest for the angry dead! And return!
That's true.
You should have trained harder.
Well, I have seen some things about some high-profile streamers getting invited up to up to Blizzard headquarters under NDA, and assumptions are that maybe they're getting a look at for beta, doing some beta on it. I don't know. But yeah, you're right. We've been beta testing Classic for 7 years. Or at least providing them data, right? Oh, Jesus. Those two backers. Really? I've never been to a BlizzCon. I think it's on my to-do list for next year. Come on, man. Why is this guy standing around? Let's go, bro. Wow, nice. How many times you been to BlizzCon? What is this dude doing? Oh, look, he's gonna be one of those guys that, look, he's just standing there now. We got Arc Weavers on the other side. casting away just at one time. But it was a cool experience though, right? That's when BlizzCon was like off the hook every year. Who's tanking here?
Watch your step.
Wow. Blinded to everything.
Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
To think you've come so far, only to perish here. I'll honor you with clean
You ever been to BlizzCon? Wait, Brush, I gotta ask, did you go in like full cosplay?
legend begins now. But my legend.
Brush, you totally dressed up as a panda monk, didn't you? For Oh wait, that was Kata. Okay.
Arise, my champion.
Nice. Yeah, see, that's what I've been talking about with our guild. And we've got a fair amount already on the West Coast. Oh, meteor. Oh, look at this. We got everything coming. Woof. Brutal. Oh, you bankrolled the thing. Wait, I should have... Why is it not working? Hold on. Oh, that's insane. I had to install your add-on. I had it for... I think I had it for retail. Let's see. I wasn't dead, so let me make sure it's there. I got so many add-ons I don't use. Yep, there it is. Cool. We're gonna try it out right now. How about that? 965. Maybe one more. Actually, I can upgrade the ring. I got a ring and two tier pieces I need to upgrade. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna wait. I want to upgrade my chest piece first. Surprised Duncan's not around this morning. Yeah, let's see how it goes. The day and night cycles, yeah. Oh, so Brush, I was telling I about the Classic Plus project. Have you heard of it? It's a website that's been surveying players about various kinds of WoW related questions, mainly related to Classic Plus, and they've started publishing their results. They've surveyed over 300,000 people. They asked if summoning stones should be activated. 72% said yes. 23% said no. Getting to the dungeon adds to the experience of being in the world. Oh, did you? Nice. I think I'm all right with summoning stones. At least somebody's going to travel there, right? Yeah, true. I mean, Locks had pun intended. Locks had a lock on summoning, right? Back then, get you in a group really easy. But you still had to get a lock and one other person to the dungeon, right? Is it one other? Right, right, right. What you end up with those, you end up people putting together groups of five, and then everybody standing around waiting for somebody else to go to the summoning stone. Right. This is true. This is very true. Yeah, I'm gonna stand right here in town and make my bolts of cloth while you guys make your way to the summoning stone. True.
Brothers, dispose of you wish to face against a real orc war chief. The Shadow Path need no outside aid.
Oh, that's very true. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Let me make rumor of this. A grudge your dead awaits. Let me show you my
Oh, all right, cool. Good luck, guys.
Come to me, serpent. Together we will destroy.
Tank's a runner. He's a
the
runner. He's a track
intruders.
star. I'm gonna chill out here.
Run out.
Let's see what else. Alright, so this guy's gonna run the whole way. Cool, let's do it. Let's run, tanky tank. Let's go. We're gonna pull everything? Is that what we're gonna do? Let's go. Pull it all, bro. Here we go. Of course. That's the way of WoW nowadays, right? That's how we do it.
You have allowed the shark.
And we're all gonna go jump up on this silly little box over here in the corner.
If you truly wish to undo,
So we don't have to run around and kill stuff. It all comes to us.
you must first prove yourself here in our school. First, you will face our initiative. When one falls, another will rise to take their place.
Right? So that's what I'm talking about. Everything's about an experience, right? Even your video games should be about an experience.
Where one falls, another will rise to take their place. You have bested our most
junior of students.
Sweet.
Now you will face two of my most senior. Flying snow, fragrant lotus, step forward.
I'm gonna get some of them bags of chance after this. I've been chasing a few mounts I gotta get.
You have bested my prize students. Perhaps you can.
I think I can get a bunch of them after this. Maybe
My master once
9 or
said,
10.
You cannot truly know someone until you fight them.
Been trying to
Come
pull all the
forward,
Water Strider
so that
mounts.
we may be properly introduced. Very well then, outsiders. Let us see your true strength. Skill with a weapon is but a physical manifestation of one's martial strength. When I show you what spiritual power scarcely throw a punch, but after years of training, I can do so much more.
You know what? I don't play with the music on, so I'm gonna have to check it out. This should be interesting. Yeah. He's running. Here we go. I am left-handed, yes. Is he pulling it all? What's he doing here? Apparently he is. Alright, cool, let's go. Oh. Yeah, it's like, how does he know I'm left-handed? I didn't think about the whole UI setup.
I will not be caged again. The Shadow Path could not stop me. Neither shall you.
I'm pretty minimalist when it comes to the UI. Like, I don't like a lot of crap on my screen. I've never used Elf UI. Alright. Yeah, I never liked the whole like boxy kind of setup they have where you move the boxes around. I prefer just to use, I use bartender. I use Z Pearl for my unit frames. Voodoo, obviously, I heal with Voodoo. I've been using that for. What's this guy doing? He's going another way. I've seen that before, but I just pulled because. My bad, bro. I pulled. Bringing them with me.
Kill
I've been
ads.
using Voodoo for as long as Voodoo's been a thing.
Target you.
Are you kidding me?
Kill ads.
You're not killing anything. Hey, it works. I worked perfectly. But does it queue me back up for a Celestial is the question. See what happens when I come back out of here. It does. It does. It was asking me to queue back up, so it worked perfect, bro. I was able to say thanks, hit the leave, and then when I came out, it's set up for Celestial. Very nice. Great add-on, bro. Works sweet. Alright, let's upgrade. What are we gonna upgrade first? Alright, still gotta update gloves and then one slot on a ring. But we're gonna go get some caches of Celestial Chance and see if I can pull a mount or two.
Need help? Safe travels. I buy and trade.
Okay, that's it. Let's see. Hey, speaking of add-ons, man, have you ever seen this thing? It's really simple. It's called Minimap Button Button. It takes all your add-on icons off the minimap and puts them all kind of like here in this little box together. I love it. Let's see what I still need. I can still get a primal egg, so there's one more raptor I can get. A couple water striders, clutch of G-Coon, and the cobalt primordial dire horn. Yeah, it is. It just puts it all here nice together, and you middle mouse button, you can move it and put it anywhere you want. It's a cool add-on. Simple mini map button, all one word. All right, let's open some bags, see if I can pop them out. You're gonna smoke me, right? You're gonna give me nothing. Oh, wait. I got the reins of the cobalt primordial dire horn. Sweet, let's take a look. Nice. I guess one mount out of a bag is not bad. Out of 10 bags, it's not bad. Add that to the collection. Yeah, it's kind of cool, right? Just trying to get all the mounts from all the bags. I still have, from the lowest one, 4 water striders I can get. I've opened up, I don't know, several hundred bags of the lowest one to get the water striders, and I cannot pull a water strider at all. Oh, I can upgrade another one. Can do my gloves, maybe? And then I think all I have is the ring now. Yeah, I need to upgrade that ring one more. Yeah, no kidding, man. I know people in my guild that have all of those water strider mounts already. So let's see, what else did they ask in this survey? They asked all kinds of stuff, man. Yeah, they asked should atonements be streamlined, made easier? 47.4% said sure. Cut out the aggressive travel sections, but keep the spirit of attunements intact. and then 39.1 said no. And if you touch the Onyxia attunement quest line, I'll lock you away with Marshall Windsor. 13.5% basically are tired of attunements. Wow, the question of class balance was rated super low. On a scale of 1 to 10, uh, let's see, 30, almost half, over half rated it a 5 or worse. You had 1.5% rated a 9 and 1.6% rated a 10, the balance of the classes in vanilla.
Very well then.
So obviously the majority true. That was actually a question um, about making atonements. Um, account bound, and the majority went with that. The majority were okay with making attunements account bound or account wide, so you didn't have to keep doing them over and over again on every character. Need to go see. About the price of ghost iron ore. $3 gold. Wow. Okay, hold on. What are gems selling for? Ugh. Bad, bad, bad. Yep, way down. I feel like the economy's faltering. I think there's a lot of people just kind of chilling, waiting to see what's going to come at BlizzCon. Like a lot of people don't want to put any investment into classic servers if there's a chance that they're going to go away. Right. Yeah, it's true.
Are you well? Pathetic hands are beneath
Oh,
you.
this is the paladin we had earlier.
The legacy of our people.
So, you wish to face off against a real orc war chief. So be it.
Here we go. Going all the way, isn't he? He is. Bro, you going all the way or you, what are you doing, man? There we go. Looks like he's found his groove a little bit here from the last time I ran with him.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Demonstrate why only the strong deserve to stand at our king's side.
Do you think there's a chance that they announce Classic Plus and they move it quickly like Brush is saying 30 days within 30 days of BlizzCon, that the trade-off is that they're going to shut down all the other Classic servers or at least leave them where they are?
We'll never surrender our right to rule the destiny of our people. Will show all why they are the truest of Mogu.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking also. There's some people who think that they're going to piggyback off of what they've already got sitting out there with Seasons of Discovery as a baseline and then build from there, which would allow them to launch faster.
In our halls, only Clan Harthak or Clan Kargash would stoop to such treachery. Only the dogs of Clan Gothan would point fingers at others for their own failures. Your clan is the most desperate. It must have been you.
Another thing they asked was if people were willing to pay a box fee for Classic Plus, and there was a fair percentage that were willing to pay $60 like they were buying a new game. I think that's crazy. No, he was saying the hunter was rolling need on everything, on every piece of gear that dropped. Probably an enchanter, just looking to D everything. I mean, I could personally care less. There's nothing I need from here, and I'm not an enchanter. I'm not sure what this dude is doing. Well, it is, but you also have to remember this is the LFR, like the gear that drops in here because they didn't put LFR into MoP when Siege came out, or they haven't had LFR at all. They did these Celestial Dungeons, so this is where you get the LFR gear. So if players have fresh 90s in their gearing, this is the gear they're looking for. And this guy's needing on all of it. I mean, the blue stuff, who cares? It's just blue stuff.
Dispel.
That's true, only the epic stuff drops at the end, not really the first couple bosses. That's true. I never really much worried about it. With the clusters and stuff that you can get, you can pretty much get the gear you need. So everybody makes the elevator but the tank. Yeah. Right. Right. This guy, I knew this dude was gonna pull. And if these guys don't there you go, they interrupted, so. Apparently we don't need the tank. The DK's got it covered. Come on, bro. What are you doing? Wow, that hunter just whispered me. I had nothing to do with it, bro. I'm just running along. He's saying the one mage is gonna need on everything. Let's see. It's hilarious. It's a dungeon, man. You guys. It's still a little loud, isn't it? Ronald. Yeah, I'll move it up. We're in that boss room. How do I move it? Okay. So I'll have to do it like at the end of a dungeon before I leave. I decided to opt for a soda instead of another coffee. Alright, I think I need one more dungeon. Let's get that off the screen. Yep, need one more dungeon to upgrade that ring, right? Yep. So what got you interested in building an add-on? Just a fun project or come on, Q, let's go. I need one more dungeon. Man, I wish it was cool. You've done other add-ons or so at that point could you code or did you actually learn the code so you could make the add-on? Nice. So now it's my understanding that most of these add-on makers they're thriving off donations. Is that true? Like that's the vast majority of people that are making add-ons are just doing it out of something they wanted to see in the game, right? It's very few making a living doing it. Maybe your big ones like the DBM crew or stuff like that. Come on, Q, I need one more dungeon. Let's go. Right, I would imagine like your DBM guys, your voodoo, your bartender, stuff like that. LVUI, I'm sure they're doing pretty well. But Blizzard's kind of slowly chipping away with that by adding things into the game. Did I queue for the wrong dungeon? Nope. Ah. Now, is that in donations or does CurseForge like pay via based on like downloads or something like that? Five-minute queue waiting on a tank. Here we go. Queues were going pretty fast up to this point. Okay. Probably was it like an ad share? It's like an ad share, right? For the ads that appear on the add-on screens. So that's the incentive for these guys to keep their add-ons updated. Yeah, I bet, right? Oh, you know what I wanted to ask you before I forgot? Something I saw somebody bring up the other day was what do you think the possibility is that Blizzard attempts to do a separate subscription for Classic Plus? Really? You think it would just kill the project? Think people just wouldn't pay it? They're certainly gonna do some type of front end money grab, like a box fee where you can, like they always do, get these five pets and these three mounts and this appearance for whatever $99. They're definitely gonna do something like that on the front end. Of course, they didn't with Seasons of Discovery, so maybe they won't.
You wish to face off against a real orc war chief. So be it.
So you think the goal of everything that they do is to push people towards retail? Makes sense. They just have such a percentage of the user base that is so anti-retail right now. I don't know how they pull them back in. I guess they don't. They always provide some type of classic experience for those people, just to keep them on sub rolls. I mean, I gotta believe they run metrics in the background, and they know the number of players they have that pay for a sub but don't play retail. So they know whether it's worth it to continue funding Classic to keep those players.
My dear, it appears we have visitors. Friends of yours,
Right.
boss?
You there, make yourselves useful and deal with these summoners.
That's why I think, like I said in the video I made yesterday, if there's anyone that thinks that there's not going to be a cash shop and microtransactions in a Classic Plus, they're going to be severely disappointed, because there's zero chance they're going to build a Classic Plus and not have microtransactions of some sort. Pets, mounts, appearances. It's way too, it's easy money for them.
Have you embraced the soul that has been bestowed upon you? Come, boss. Your fate awaits you.
Get bone.
Yeah, for sure. Do you see them doing WoW token in Classic Plus for sure? I think it has such an impact on the economy, though. I mean, if you've got disposable income, a WoW token is a no-brainer versus spending the game time to farm gold. Unless that's just how you get your fun out of the game. Honestly, if you're just like a raider, you get all the gold you really ever need just playing the game.
And fetch me their bones.
Fight him.
Feel her will breaking. Now, Lillian, it is time for your transformation. The bones.
You think they'll add it in later? Get everybody hooked on the new shiny game and then add the token? I mean, that's basically what they did with Classic, right? Current Classic. No, I mean this version. Anniversary doesn't, but this does. Right. I like gold farming. It's kind of fun for me.
If you haven't come to study, I'll use you to teach a lesson.
Yeah, it's true. Hey, welcome back, Brush. Oh, cool. Yeah, I can move it wherever I want. Nice. So wherever I put it, I is where it will come up from there from this point forward. What do you mean, where do I live? Hey Karen, how are you? Sweet. I live in Pennsylvania. Really? I've been to or through every state in the country except for North and South Dakota. A lot of traveling through. You as well, I. Have a good day, man. Thanks for hanging out. And hey, appreciate the add-on, man. Russ, you're down there in Louisiana, right? Is it Louisiana or Louisiana? It's Louisiana, right? I know. Karen, you're just in time. I'm going to get some bags and try to get another mount. I got a blue cobalt dire horn. Okay, that's right. Oh, that's right, Alabama. I got a blue cobalt dire horn earlier, Karen, so I'm going to try my luck again.
Help you find something?
Did that work? It did not work.
Light
How many do I have? 28. That's why. Oh, am I getting DC'd? No, what the heck is that? Wow, game just freaked out. 28.
light be with you.
I'm gonna try again, see if I can get
Be careful.
one of them water striders I've been waiting on. What's going on here?
You need something?
Oh, I've got too many of one, right? 3.
Go with
Alright, here we go. It's wild gambling.
light bless you.
I've been trying to get. There are 4, I believe it's 4 water striders. Let me look. Yeah, I've been trying to get those 4 water striders. I've probably opened 300 bags trying to get those 4 water striders and I can't get a single one. So we're going to try again. $11 bags. Can we get one? How about give me one early? Don't make me wait till the end. And at this point, I would swear they're not in there if I didn't have guild members who have pulled them. Nope. The RNG gods just hate me when it comes to those mounts. They just will not give them to me. It's ridiculous. So, Brust, did you miss the conversation about, I asked, what do you think the possibility that Blizzard charges? No. Well, I do, yes. Do you mean do I have in retail? Do I have the ones from Classic? Not all of them. I could try to get these. I mean, I guess the same bags are in retail as well, right? How do you get them though? I'll have to go look at that. But Bruss, what do you think the possibility is that they charge a separate subscription for Classic Plus? Think they dare try that? Oh, do you keep them? Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're gonna do the whole um, for $99 you get these 3 mounts and these 5 pets and these 2 appearances. Yeah, for sure. I don't know why. Yeah, exactly. I don't know why I get a feeling that they may try charging a sub, but it could kill it before it gets off the ground if they do try that. No. I know what you're asking now, Karen. The mounts that I get in Classic here, do I get to keep them when I log into my retail account? No, they're treated like 2 different games. Just looking at that Classic project. Oh, the professions part of it. Wow, the split on should professions give experience and that Classic Plus project is almost 50-50. That's crazy. Should gear crafted while you're leveling be more relevant and accessible? 89% said yes. That's crazy. I guess so. I mean, yeah, I mean, I agree. The purist would say if you give people an out from questing, they won't quest, and that they believe that questing is the way you should level. Yeah, I know, I agree with you. Do whatever you want. If you wanna if you wanna pet battle your way to 90, go for it. I don't care. I guess that's my outlook is what other people do in the game has no bearing on, well, as you go, right? So you keep so you keep your professions up as you level. So you hit your max profession when you hit your max level or right around the same timing. I think it's probably how they intended it, I would guess. I have a tendency of going back after I level and doing it. Unless it's like if I've got a character that has tailoring and enchanting, that's what you do, Karen? If I've got a tune that's got tailoring and enchanting and I'm leveling through questing, I'll try to keep up with it as I go because obviously you get pretty much everything you need to do that. But if it's like if it's like mining or herbing, I don't. And it drives me insane if I'm trying to quest and level with somebody that they keep running off to mine and herb while I'm standing there waiting for them. So I don't generally find myself questing with other people. Oh, ore. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna get some more. I want to see what the Trillium's selling for. See if it's still worth it anymore. 15 gold. It's not gonna be worth it. The economy in the game is so bad, there's really not a whole lot you can do to make gold anymore. Alright, let me grab my ret set and see what I need to do with that. Do I still have Valor? I do. Disregard my bank. My bank's a wreck. So you like immersing yourself in the storyline as you go. That's cool. Let's see what I got to upgrade. A lot, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holy crap. 5. I got 5 pieces to upgrade. How hard is that to get into? Is it just a random thing or you sign up for it and wait? Oh, you talking about Project Epic? Oh, okay, yeah. Let me do that. Yeah, have a great day. Thanks for stopping in again. Yeah, it's frozen. What's going on? Don't you worry they're just going to shut that down, though? I mean, launching a Classic Plus product at this point's pretty risky. Yeah, yeah, I guess so. And I mean, it's not like you've got skin in the game. I'm sure it's going to be free to play, right? Is my game locked up on your end? Yeah, I get a lot of people feel that way. They felt that way about Turtle and Ascension. I get that. That's weird. My game is not locked up, but the stream looks to be locked up. Try restarting it, see if it happens. Yeah, it's weird. I just tried restarting the game to see if that makes a difference. Well, looks like that might have done it. So, question. servers like that, how do they make their money? Is it all like microtransaction? Donations. Yeah, see, that's what I think though is I wonder if they're going to have an issue. So how active was the beta when you were on? Very active? Wow. I just have a feeling they're going to get shut down before they even get started. And yeah, it's true. I mean, again, you have no skin in the game. You're just playing. I am reading that they partnered up with the Ascension people because they were shut down, right? Ascension was shut down. Let's see. Partner integrations. Project Epic has transitioned to a partnership with the Ascension Core infrastructure to improve server performance, security, and mitigation of bots and exploits. So, do you think that uh, do you think that these private servers? Oh, they're no longer with them. Do you think these private servers do a better job of handling bots? What is it that they do that's different from Blizzard as far as handling bots? Like, I guess they just put more of an effort into identifying and banning them. Ah, so even if they're doing the same, it appears wow. But again, if they ban the player, why does the player even care if they out their name? Or are they just not banning the player? They're just putting them out there. Oh, I could go do Ordos. That's what I could do. All right, put my gear back on. Actually, I'm going to switch over to my priest. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. So they don't do anything like Blizzard does, like a WoW token or anything like that. It's straight the gold. The gold you have is the gold you earned in the game. Oh, I got to feed my cub for my winter spring mount. But they don't do microtransactions. They don't do like mounts, pets, transmogs, anything like that. You can't, there's no microtransactions. Interesting. I thought Turtle had microtransactions. Turtle did, right? Well, they're gone now, right, Turtle? So they're just doing it again with something else. I don't know, man. I'm conflicted about it. I just feel like if I somehow managed to steal the design plans for a Tesla Model 3 and just added a couple new cool features to it and called it something I want, there's no way I'd get away with that. Yeah, true. I agree with that. I mean, this is ultimately going to be either shut down or just left where it's at until the player base dies out. Right, but again, neither one of those things have an impact on me really, because I just play the game and raid on Sundays. Well, 37,000 gold, but I just bought 3 WoW tokens off the auction house to pay for 3 months of gaming because I don't like paying for my sub. And I don't really put much effort into making gold either.
Greetings.
I hope to see you again soon.
I used to, but they killed pretty much all the good gold farming. Like I used to enjoy running Sunwell trash, Karazhan trash. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Hey, how are you? How's the weather in Finland today? Yeah, Brush, I get what you're saying, man. I just feel like I'm conflicted in the sense that if the Project Epic guys, if the Project Epic guys were that great at game designing, why not just design a game from the ground up? What time of the day is it there, Zup? I guess I could look that up. Oh, it's early evening. See, that's good. I want to see these guys design their own games because if they're able to attract a player base with an out of the box product that wasn't theirs and expand on it, then they should be able to design a similar game that brings that player base in, right? Obviously there's a market for it. But don't start on stolen ground, I guess is what I'm saying. Just build it. If you build it they will come, is that what they say? Hey, good afternoon, how are you? Or good morning, or good evening, depending on where you're at, I guess. Zup, do you play WoW? Bruce, do you know what the name of the game is? Have they said? Have they released that? Nice. I'll have to look it up. Because they could literally build a game that has kind of the same look and feel, but it's theirs from the beginning, and they're not, stealing intellectual property. It's like that's the only problem I have. I don't have a problem with them building something that players like better. Obviously, that's what the whole gaming community is about. Well, I mean, good for them. Turtle Wow probably gave them the seed money they needed to build the project of their own. That's smart. These guys are going to keep chasing me. There we go. The Sword in the Stone, is that the name of the game? but they haven't released a name yet. I like that. I mean, that touches basically on pretty much everything we were talking about yesterday on about Classic Plus. So you really think that Blizzard's going to release Classic Plus within 30 days of BlizzCon? That's pretty ambitious. That would have to mean that they are like way far into it at this point, right? Yeah, this guy's gonna kill me, 100%. So you think they've pretty much got the game designed, built? They'd have to have it completely done at this point. They're 3 weeks away. I have a I have a feeling that they built it on the infrastructure of SOD since they had it there already. Be kind of cool for them to announce it at BlizzCon and at the same time they announce it say, "Oh, by the way, you can download and play it right now." See if I can throw a group together real quick. What is it? It's Wednesday. There should be people looking for Ordos. Server population is way down. Yeah, but I don't see them doing Classic Plus on the original Classic code. Like, it limited them so bad in certain areas. Yeah, 100% for sure. Yeah, yeah, they basically admitted that Season of Discovery was a test bed for a future Classic Plus. 100%. I just really didn't like the whole rune system, honestly. But I have a feeling that that's going to be part of the base of the game is the rune system in some way. Yes, that's the problem. I get what you're saying. So instead of having runes, they're just going to add certain talents that worked well or that were popular as a rune. They'll make it a talent for that class. That makes sense. Right. I do see them making classes more versatile. I just don't know how I feel about like having like way too many tanking rules and way too many healing rules. Or maybe there's not such a thing. People who play tanks are going to be tanks regardless of how many classes can be a tank. I think that's just the way I look at it. Well, I mean, if you're going to give a shaman a shield, it kind of makes sense that they can tank, I guess. I mean, otherwise, a shaman's shield is just basically decoration, right? It's just a stat stick. This is how low the server pop is, that on the day after reset, I'm struggling to put an Ordos group together. Right, but they can. But they can. It's like I made a Holy Paladin. My Holy Paladin doesn't have to equip a shield. It can equip any offhand that the stats make sense. Right? It's not that they need a shield, it's that you allowed them to equip one. And I guess, what shield wearers do you have? You have a warrior who can tank. You have a paladin who can tank. Shaman is your only other shield wearer, right? Or classic can wear a shield. I always, yeah, I had an issue with the new content as well as a storyline that's just you hit a wall. There's a quest giver you're supposed to see that's just not there. It's bugged. But the servers seem pretty active. I mean, if I jump on like my main, who's on a pretty well populated server, yeah, I think they just fell into this whole let's just give them whatever. They're gonna buy it anyway trap, right? And to be fair, I mean, other than a Final Fantasy 14, no one's come along yet to really kind of hold Blizzard's feet to the fire in their genre. Yeah, but I mean the game is not dead. I mean, let's be honest. Microsoft, Activision Blizzard is thriving. They're doing very well. Their player base may be down, but between selling boosts and WoW tokens and microtransactions on the cash shop, I would bet even though their player base is down, their revenue's up. I could be wrong, but they've got a lot more ways to make money in the game now than they used to. Before it was just buy an expansion and pay your monthly sub. What I'd be curious to see is like the yeah, but we've been saying that about Blizzard and World of Warcraft for 20 some years now. I think they've I think they've outlived the MMO life cycle, the shelf life. But I agree that um, this BlizzCon and what they announce is critical to their future for sure. Because I have no doubt that Microsoft wouldn't hesitate to strip the staff and wind it down if it's not profitable. I don't know, man. The estimates I've seen based upon, and the only because they don't announce subs anymore, the only estimates they have is based upon the amount of players in raid logs. Yeah, but no, I don't think they're wrapping up everything in 18 months. I think what we're going to find out at BlizzCon, but I don't think that the trilogy is the end. Like, they're not just going to shut retail down. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. Estimates that I read online is that the sub base for retail is between 7 and 8 million. That could be. I would personally like to see that. I'd like to see WoW 2. I'd like to see Last Titan. Honestly, I've always thought I'd like to see Last Titan blow up Azeroth and we have to get off the planet and sent to a new world, and that's where WoW 2 starts. Yeah, because it's stale, right? Like how many times are we going to keep doing the same quests and leveling up through the same zones and the same storylines over and over and over again, right? They need to find a way to do a fresh start. Keep the gameplay, keep the characters, maybe the class and spec, make some changes there, but delve into a whole new storyline would be a great way to resurge the game. Yeah, true. Very true. Yeah, we need to, like we were talking about yesterday, is backing off from the whole superhero thing to the struggling hero trying to save the world, right? I miss that. It's a great list. You posted that list in my video yesterday, right? That's a perfect list. Oh, this is why I'm having a hard time. This is server maintenance. Yeah, I'm hoping so. I mean, I don't mind retail. I just wish retail wasn't so easy. And retail just has so much going on that I ADD and I end up standing there and doing nothing, right? I love the leveling. the zones in Midnight are well done. Graphically, they're beautiful. Yeah, well, there's no doubt about that. I mean, Blizzard along the way catered to, I guess, what they thought was the majority of the player base and built out a game that those players said they wanted, and ultimately those players didn't want it. But at the same time made the game too easy. And long time grinds. I mean, grinding is the core of an MMO, whether people like it or not. That's just what else you gonna do? If you're not grinding something in an MMO, what are you doing? That's true. So you think part of removing the tension was removing kind of the requirement to have to interact with other players?
I burn for all time.
Right. It's true. The question is where are they going to head going forward? I mean, there obviously there's they've left the hype sitting out there about really big announcements coming at BlizzCon that I don't think they can back off of it at this point. Like it would be disastrous for them to go into a BlizzCon and not address Classic Plus at this point, right? They have to, or they would have shut that conversation down well ahead of time. Welcome back. So yeah, in that Classic Plus project, do you want new continents, worlds, dimensions added to Classic Plus? Literally 60% said depends if it's done well. 27% said yes. Literally 11% said no. They don't want anything new, any new worlds, continents, or dimensions added. 11%. Right. So you think it's a good sign that the players are open to new worlds, new continents. I mean, I thought that's the point of Classic Plus, right? Was to build a classic setting and expand it without going into new expansions, right? Like, wasn't that the point?
You are not prepared.
See, but that would be something cool for them to go back to and add, right? I don't know if as an expansion or just a content add-on, or is I don't know that there's a difference. Yeah, I guess there is. You can do content add-ons. They do it all the time without expanding level cap or throwing an expansion on top. But Blizzard loves that expansion money, man. So right, and so like so much content that was left on the editing room floor, so to speak, that they could pull back and look at again. I mean, I've seen enough videos with like some of the original game designers where they've talked about how much stuff, was whiteboarded and never used. Right, they got to have that expansion money, right? I mean, I'm excited about it either way. I just want to play something kind of new but kind of familiar. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just have a moral struggle with that, I guess. That's my thing. Yeah, I don't what I personally don't think what they're doing is right. They're building a player base off of World of Warcraft, not what they're doing. If their game wasn't based on World of Warcraft, they wouldn't have the people in beta that they have in beta right now. You're there because it's a World of Warcraft spin-off, but it's still World of Warcraft. If that's the case, then how are they suing? How'd they get Turtle and Ascension shut down? The whole case was about intellectual property. Right, you can download it, but you can't use it for profit. Of course you can. But Turtle wasn't operating solely on donations. I think that may be the difference. Yeah, you know, Blizzard's not coming after you. What do you mean? Got me to change my mind on what? No, I don't really care what Blizzard wants me to see them as. Yeah, no, that's not the case at all. Yes, they are. 100%. So you're telling me that if I go into Project Epic, I'm not going to log in and go, wow, this looks just like classic WoW. So you're telling me that Turtle just got scared and shut down for no reason at all. That Turtle's attorneys weren't telling them you can't win this case. So Turtle's lawyers wanted them to go ahead with the case because they knew they could win it. And Ascension, same thing.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Well then the win should have been a no-brainer for Turtle, right? Like I don't understand. People say that Turtle was doing so well, like they were killing it, like they had the whole player base, everybody was going over to play Turtle, and now you're saying they didn't have enough money to defend themselves. I mean, I get against the Microsoft, but even a Microsoft at some point is going to cut their losses if they don't think they can win. Pretty smart on their part, wasn't it? I'm gonna have to look it up when I'm done this Ordos, because I could have swore I read that Ascension lost in court,
Watch your feet.
and that Turtle did as well. I'm reading it right here. Blizzard won a major copyright infringement lawsuit against the team behind the Turtle WoW private server. A California district court ruled a ruling in Blizzard's favor on all claims and issued a permanent injunction which legally banned the operators from developing, hosting, or distributing the game. That's a ruling. You said there was no ruling. There was a ruling in the Turtle WoW case. No, you said there was no ruling in Turtle that they voluntarily shut down because they couldn't leave because they didn't have the money to defend themselves. That's not true. And the Ascension case is still open. There has been no ruling either way yet on that. And the Turtle Wow case was absolutely a ruling based on intellectual property or copyright infringement. I'm sorry, copyright infringement. Difference in it. That's different. Maybe because they called it Turtle Wow. You think? Yeah, but I think I think you're talking about two completely different cases, right? You're talking in in the games workshop, you're talking about a case of a company that was no longer actively developing or supporting a game. That's not the case with World of Warcraft. And they did, Blizzard did. Blizzard filed the lawsuit against AFK Craft Limited, the company that managed Turtle Wow. Yeah, I hadn't been following it at all other than like news clips here and there, but it's 100% a case of copyright infringement and intellectual property. Blizzard owns the right to. I mean, I don't even think that World of Warcraft is open source. No, Blizzard Entertainment has not made World of Warcraft open source. The core game engine and server code remain private and are strictly owned by Blizzard. What does that have to do with anything? It's an intellectual property case. It's an open and shut case. World of Warcraft, the source code and the game itself is the intellectual property of Blizzard Entertainment. There's nothing about their source code is open. Okay, so now there are some games, a company called WoWee, WOWEE, built unofficial game clients from scratch, which I guess they can do that. Right, you can get it, but you can't use it for profit. Turtle Wow was absolutely using it for profit. I mean, and as far as Blizzard winning in a California court, Blizzard's based in California. Where would you expect them to file the lawsuit? That's where they would file. They're headquartered in California. Right, yeah, you can get like the old WoW discs, right? But you and I can't get an old WoW disc, throw it on a server, develop it out, and open up a cash shop for people to play the game. It just doesn't, that's not how it works. Yes, yes, you can. But you cannot make copies of that poster and resell them. Turtle Wow didn't make a copy of World of Warcraft and give it to their friends. They were using Blizzard's intellectual property for profit. Any profit. The level of profit has nothing to do with it. Any profit at all. Oh, I gotta switch back. Again, I get why people play the private servers. Um, I don't think it's so much a donation thing as it is what do they do with the donations. You know what I'm saying? If you can donate and you can call it a donation, but if they're taking that donation and they're using it to run a corporation that is operating solely on someone else's intellectual property, they can't do that either. Now, if they were taking those donations and using them in a not for profit way, they probably could get away with it. I don't know. Because I have to believe that if they could operate solely on donations, that the Blizzard legal team or the Turtle Wild legal team would have advised them to do that to steer clear of any conflict with Blizzard, right? Is that what Epic is doing? Epic is running solely on donation? But either way, your point is well taken that any gaming server can be shut down. Yeah, see, they might get that may be the loophole. I totally get that. I totally get that these other private servers are providing the product that you're looking to play. I totally get that. But that's going to be that's going to be the case with a percentage of World of Warcraft players no matter what Blizzard does, right? Like but it is though. When you log on, you see World of Warcraft. Come on, you know you see World of Warcraft. The player are the player models the same? Is there a Goldshire? Is there a Stormwind? The familiarity is the reason you're playing the game. It's a familiar game that plays the way you want to play, right? Does that make sense? Or is that accurate? What are you talking about? Blizzard has classic servers up right now. You can go play classic WoW right now. Literally any version of the game that you wanted to play, Blizzard's got. I think if you go look, let's look. Classic era. You can, soon as Wrath Anniversary launches. But are you playing Epic because it's Wrath? Because I get what you're saying, that there are like you can play like Wrath private servers, TVC private servers. Like I get that there's a whole range of these servers that you can play. Ah, that's an interesting spin. But you realize you just admitted that it's World of Warcraft, right? It's a World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King client with World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King talents. That's all Blizzard property. But your point is well taken. That they're providing what you want. No, it's not. That's not true. The Wrath of the Lich King content is all still alive and well within retail WoW and supported. Like I can make a character in retail and I can choose. Doesn't matter. It doesn't it doesn't matter. You know you're making an argument that that has already been lost in court. It's already been lost in court. You can cite another company in another case where that company lost, but I'm citing Turtle Wow versus Blizzard Entertainment and Turtle Wow lost. Trying to make the same argument that you're making right now. Anyway, listen, great conversation. I am way past my time. There was no legal opinion. Hold on, I'll tell you exactly what it says. Because I tried to look up the opinion. It ended in a consent judgment and a permanent injunction. In other words, you got no case. You have no case at all. There was no opinion to be written. The court officially entered a judgment in favor of Blizzard Entertainment on all 7 causes of action. Turtle Wow basically admitted that they were guilty of all 7. of the complaints in the case. No, it's fine. I'm enjoying the conversation, man. I appreciate it. I need to get a Discord set up for this channel. That's what I need to do. Anyway, I got to run. Appreciate you hanging out, brother. You guys have a great day. I'll be back again 7:30 a.m. East Coast time tomorrow. You guys have a great day. Thanks, buddy. Take care.